It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon channel. I am Andy O'Reilly in this very attractive and lovely brick-colored shirt, which Dave was quick to point out this morning.
Yes.
I like that. Got even a pocket right there.
Look at you.
Isn't that nice?
Upgrading your wardrobe. I need to get some new dress shirts. I got my favorite gray one. The collar's looking a little frayed.
Yeah.
I need to invest in some better shirts.
Well, do me a favor.
You're outdoing me today.
And make sure that when you do that, you go to some used clothing store that smells like a laundry basket.
Okay.
Don't pay more than $2 a piece because you need a value, my friend. You have to pinch pennies. You have to save all your money. That's what it is.
I think J.C. Penney has a clearance sale going on. So
I was at Penny's the other day.
Really?
I was. I went to Penny's. I bought a. I stumbled upon a new hat, which I thought was just quite fancy, so I bought that, which was on sale, by the way.
You should start wearing fedoras.
I've got a fedora.
Really?
I've got a bunch of cool hats. If we had time, I'd run upstairs and get my fedora. You know where I got a fedora?
Where?
The Mob Museum in Las Vegas. So it's the real deal. I mean, this isn't like a fake fedora. This isn't one of your Kmart going out of business fedoras. This is the serious stuff. And I got a sweatshirt that says "Forget about it."
Oh, that would go great with the fedora.
Doesn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
They know how to dress you at the Mob Museum. In Las Vegas, yeah. They really do. So this weekend, what'd you do? Anything good?
Max had a baseball game. He cranked out a couple of hits, knocked in a couple of runs, and they blew a 7-run lead and lost 12-11. But that's okay. They're much improved. Love his coach. I love watching the way some adults are able to work with 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids when it's it could basically be a Lord of the Flies situation, right. And they're able to kind of get them and mold them into a cohesive unit. I just like saying that the patience of coaches at the youth level to me is just amazing. They do a great job. I love seeing that.
I worked at Berlin and I worked too much this weekend. I'm really tired.
I'm tired too.
You're supposed to feel good on Monday, kind of rejuvenated and refreshed and all that kind of stuff.
No,
I just feel like I'm just dragging along.
I am right there with you. And the second Mountain Dew I had this morning just wore off.
Oh boy!
So yeah, I've got to fake the energy right now.
All right, well, you fake it. I'll pretend like I'm listening, and then we'll entertain the masses with our big newscast here. Go.
Perfect. North Korea announced on Sunday the detention of a fourth American citizen over unspecified hostile acts against the country and amid the worsening tensions with the U.S. According to the Korean Central News Agency, Kim Hak-song had worked for the Pyongyang University of Science and Technology before being held on Saturday. Last Wednesday, Kim Sang-dok, an accounting instructor, was detained for acts of hostility aimed at overthrowing the country. KCNA report does not say whether these last two detentions are related.
Yeah.
What? Good way to add to the... That's great editorial commentary right there.
The guy's teaching accounting. Yes. And he somehow figured out a way to mastermind espionage? Really?
Hey, those number crunchers, man, I'm telling you,
I know an accountant or two, and I love the career. I guarantee you it's nothing I could ever do because I can only count to about 20 and a half in the shower. Okay? I'm not very good with numbers. But these trumped up stupid allegations and all, what a clown this guy is over there.
What
really is.
Ohio Governor and former GOP presidential candidate John Kasich blasted the Republicans' health care bill over the weekend. He said it remains woefully short when it comes to helping those most vulnerable. Kasich went on to add that he hopes the Senate is able to find a more practical and sustainable solution. And that's one thing a lot of people got to keep in mind, whether you like this bill, whether you don't like it, whether you're kind of in the middle. It's going to be completely different once it goes through the Senate, and we'll see what happens. Wait and see. Don't be negative. Don't be positive. Just kind of stand back and let it play itself out. An equipment failure knocked out power to more than 4,500 Consumers Energy customers in Muskegon early Sunday morning. Crews worked to transfer power from a malfunctioning substation to alternate sources. More than 7% of residents on the city's east side were affected. The exact cause of the equipment failure is still unknown. Now, I know those sort of things do not impact you because you have a generator.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
I have a generator, and let me tell you my generator story. I go out and I buy this generator. It was like $2,000. It's a nice generator. Don't get me wrong. And it's like, all right, we're gonna be forward people. We're gonna never have a power outage, and great, and that's that. So the one time we get the power out, I go outside in a thunderstorm, right, pouring rain, thunder and lightning, carrying on, wind whipping every which direction. By the time I got expletive deleted. By the time I got the thing started, the power's back on.
You're like, no, I wanted a more sustained outage. I wanted to have my lights on and have everybody else be screwed.
A buddy of mine last summer calls up and he goes, hey, actually, he's a buddy of mine and he's a reverend.
Oh.
So I was going to lend it to him because and I don't just lend things to anybody.
No.
But since he's a reverend, he was going to be down at MIS as one of the track chaplains for one of the races last year. He's like, has anybody got a generator? He says on Facebook. So, yeah, I'll give him my generator. So as I'm preparing the generator to give it to him to take away for the weekend, I go to start it. I pull the rope, and the rope snaps. It's dry rotted out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So there went $200 to get that stupid thing fixed, and he didn't get a generator for the weekend.
And now God doesn't like you.
I guess not.
Top of everything.
I know it.
Oh, what else is happening? Okay, supporters of the legalization of recreational marijuana in Michigan turned petition language into the state late last week, hoping to get it on the ballot in 2018. The language would legalize and regulate the drug for recreational use for those over the age of 21. Adults could use it but would still be unable to consume it in public or drive under the influence. Marijuana would have a 10% excise tax in addition to the 6% sales tax, and if legalized, that could mean more than $200 million in revenue to the state. Now, to me, the only sticking point I would have at all is the fact that you cannot tell if somebody's driving under the influence of marijuana. There's other than the smell in the half-eaten bag of Funyuns, there's no way to know for sure that this person is impaired. So that to me is the only
Funyuns joke, huh?
What? You could have given me a courtesy laugh there, going, "Oh, Funyuns! It's funny because people who are high eat Funyuns." Should I have gone Tato Skins? Is that where maybe Munchos or sour cream and onion Doritos?
Do they make those?
Their form of chip? Yes.
I'll tell you what. Here's the thing: from an alcoholic's point of view, marijuana is nowhere near as addictive.
Okay.
There's no physical way you can be addicted to marijuana like you can opiates or alcohol or anything like that. These other drugs, they take over your whole system. Your heart depends on them. Your breathing depends on them. All this other kind of stuff gets in the middle of it. And you know what? The cops have so much better to do with their time than worrying about who's smoking pot and who's growing pot. And it's just a big waste. It really is. It's time for that to just be legal. I'm all for anybody driving under the influence. If they're caught driving under the influence, and there are ways to tell.
How?
We joke, huh?
Yeah. How do we seriously? That's to me is the only thing negative I could see about the legalization of marijuana at this point is how do you how can you tell when somebody's driving under the influence?
They've got to have a way. They got to have a way.
I think that's the problem is they don't.
Well, what they don't have is a good way to tax it, and that's why it's still illegal.
Well, see, I think this is what I'd say. I think you tax the hell out of it and generate that kind of money for the state.
Okay, that's great then. So if the guy wants to grow marijuana in his garden and use that recreationally at his house, okay, let's tax that. So the same thing goes for his tomatoes. Mm-hmm. If he wants to grow tomatoes and eat them, why don't we tax those?
Well, that's different.
I'm just saying that's where the complication comes in because it's just that legalize it, be done with it, give the cops a break on this minuscule crap and put them to work on big things.
Although then, see now though, if we legalize it, then the cops when they confiscate it, they don't get to have their fun exclusive parties.
Well, they don't do that anyway. They're police officers.
Oh, that's right. They're above that.
Yes.
I see. I thought they were like you and me, just regular Joes.
Yes. No.
Okay.
That goes right to an evidence room.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Much like the old days at Top of the Rock when I confiscate the beer in the parking lot.
Excuse me, you are not 21. And
are you not 21? Really? Because I'm only 16, but I'm taking that beer.
It's okay.
See this flashlight? And I'm not kidding. I'm going to hit you with it, and then I'm going to call the cops. Fork over the beer.
Oh, God. Sports. It was the Tigers falling to Oakland 8-6. Yankees beat the Cubs 5-4. Ricky Stenhouse wins in Talladega, and the Cavs sweep the Raptors. That's sports.
All right, Dave Cackley, have yourself a fantastic Monday. Stay beautiful. And don't forget this coming Saturday, my friend. Where are we going to be?
We are going to be at Witt Buick in Muskegon. 10
That's right.
Good times had by all. Giving away stuff, shaking hands, kissing babies.
And then get this. Top secret information here.
Okay.
We've been approached about being in a video.
Really?
And we'll have to talk about that after the WIT. Top secret meeting coming up after the WIT thing.
Okay, look forward to it.
On Saturday. So stand by for that, all right?
Yeah.
Have yourself a great Monday.